I'm back.
Hey, this is BabyTea. Welcome back to more Doki Doki Literature Club. We are in the middle of sharing our poems. The last episode went a little long, and so we had to cut it a little short. We had to cut it in the middle of showing off our poems, so this is our second poem that we've written. We already had Sayori read hers, which was great. Actually, the Bottles one, if you've already played this game before, you know what's going on. And so now we are sharing our poem with the rest. Now, we share it with Natsuki first last time. Then I think we went to Yuri, then Sayori, then Monica was the last order. So what we're going to do now is we're going to save Natsuki for last because I feel like we're connecting the best with her. And so we're going to go to Monica, who's kind of creeping me out a little bit, but... Hi again, BabyTea. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's... sorry. I'll take that as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. ... Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. ... All right. It's pretty good. You've been spending some time with Natsuki, haven't you? You must like her writing style. Yeah. I think it's a neat way to tell a story. I don't disagree. Natsuki's poem may be cute, but they're also meaningful. I can see why you'd be into the style. I guess it means you're not as much a fan of Yuri's poems then, man. They're just really laying it on thick. I wouldn't say that. I kind of like everyone's poems. That's true, but I'm sure you like some more than others, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like Yuri's use of complex words and symbolism, or Sayori's way of expressing happiness and sadness in a more direct way. You must have some kind of preference, don't you? Not that it's a contest or anything. I was just curious, that's all. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. All right, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony. I love that word. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Oh, this sounds like what robots would say in the middle of a porn. Load me. Oh shit. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess that's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words could totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Oh, water's so good. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh, crap. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, we're doing a no save run. Well, I mean, save obviously between like some things, right? But what should I? Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki's last. Yuri. Yuri's not gonna like this one. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, BabyTea. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri? I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. Okay, I see. Girl, just, woo, take a friggin' shower. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods. And timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. What? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much light off my cutting knife. It's the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows his excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again. Interesting. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Sounds like, honestly, it sounded like a bit like a stalker. Like she gave herself too much, like to a stalker. Now like he's coming back for more and more, or like to an old boyfriend and coming back for more and more. And now she's like, she always has to give, or she's being like molested, abused, right? I don't know. We'll see. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? But because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Do you have anything like that, BabyTea? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. I'm not embarrassed by any of my freaking hobbies. I don't get that at all. They're my hobbies. Why would I be embarrassed about them? The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit right now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, no problem, Yuri. Here we go. Real prize, Natsuki. Natsuki, ... Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Question mark? Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. You. Natsuki's face freezes. Then she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Yeah, I bet you do. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, BabyTea, did you do something to Natsuki? I saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No, I just told her that my voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I can tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Why not? Why not, you finicky douchebag? You think you can hit on everybody at the same time? Monica sees a poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She skims over it a second time, her smile not fading from her face. I see. At first I just thought you liked her writing style. But you wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. Pretty much. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, BabyTea? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. Oh, cheating as in like looking at like online things. Cute, little fourth wall breaking. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. I do. Anyway, how do you feel? How do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches a poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course. I liked it. Erg. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Oh, well, I wrote it for everybody, but you're right. It's not for her. It's for you. Yeah. But BabyTea wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Exactly. Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot my poem is technically for everyone to read. Well, okay, I think BabyTea is done sharing the poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to this. If you insist, little butt sticking out. What? Why you look at me like that? Like what? Ugh, never mind. Well, I guess Natsuki has my poem now, not that I really planned on keeping it. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Interesting. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short, and I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think I was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway. Oh, anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree with this, that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course! I totally ruined that line, by the way. What was it? And like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Right, okay. Yeah, the people who just say that they don't like spiders, so therefore they're bad. Wait, what did I just say? Oh. You know anyone like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks It doesn't matter. It can be about anything. About manganese. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? That's a great question. It's a great point, Natsuki. I agree 100%. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Okay, well, you don't have to respect them for liking something else. You don't have to be a disrespectful jerk, right? Like, I don't respect someone for liking, like, I don't really like manga, okay? I've read a few that I actually enjoyed, but on a whole, it's not my thing, which is fine, right? I don't respect people for reading it. Like, oh, I respect you because you read manga, but I do respect their right to have a hobby that I'm not interested in, right? So I don't know if that's what she's trying to say here. Maybe I'm being really pedantic about the way this is worded. I don't know. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Quickly, don't be a hypocrite. Oh, I love water. Ooh. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Atsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. Like yourself? You make yourself feel insecure because you're probably the most insecure person in this room? That's why I'm relating to you so well. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. ... I mean ... I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been ... Well, I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest.
That's true.
Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay?
All right, I will. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today. See, I'm losing my friggin' voice because of this thing. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're all gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Oh, man.
Performing?
Monica?
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So you're always putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Oh wait, sorry, that was not Monica's voice. Sayori's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up these posters, did I? Did you? Did you? I'm reading this wrong.
Well, I did. Did you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No. Signore, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself.
That's not... I do that a lot, but it's not with poetry.
Finding new horizons and having fun.
That's right. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do.
I know we all do.
And if that's all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Dot, dot, dot.
Dot, dot, dot. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but... Dot, dot, dot.
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Dot, dot, dot. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Oh, wait. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of the...
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone else feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Oh, of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More to that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? She's simply a natural. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face. I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Oh, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next, says Yuri. Whoa.
Ooh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the poem.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as he starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. Her poem is full of twists and turns and a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. Dad break. Okay, and we're back. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Yuri.
Ta.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head.
Oh, sorry. Whoa, man.
In your own head.
A little bit of a burp.
It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay, then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't her soft voice.
I'm Sayori.
The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even BabyTea liked it.
What does that mean?
I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? Thank you.
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I didn't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before BabyTea. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let BabyTea lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
This is why I like Natsuki.
Natsuki?
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward, especially because she has my poem. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm really not as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're
Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of the other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'll be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Oh, my throat. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. Okay, again, jeez. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll be planning tomorrow, and they will be having the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm about Sayori, same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. No, we're not Monica. I don't give a shit about Monica. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, BabyTea. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Dun. Sorry. I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Well...
oh shit, we get to make a choice. Oh man. I would walk... Oh, what time is it? This episode's gone long. Well, it has gone long, but it's about right to end. Oh man, what a great place to end. Okay, well, we're gonna make this choice next time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and we are gonna... Wow, we're gonna have to make this choice. I mean, I'm pretty much gonna choose this, but I'll think about it. I'll think about it for a little bit first. We'll see. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and we're gonna make our big decision about who we're walking home with, or who we would hypothetically walk home with next time. See you then.
I'm back.